It's called Cae Mabon, and I think of it as an eco-retreat centre. I've been here for 22 years now, building it up over that time, and people come here from all over Britain, in fact from even further afield than that, and they spend a few days here. And you know, sometimes they'll do singing or storytelling, and other times it's more of a therapeutic type of thing. Sometimes it's a spiritual retreat. We're having an open day at the end of May. And we have a cluster of little buildings. We have a roundhouse here. This is a Celtic building. We have a number of sort of eco-dwellings, if you like, made of straw bales or cob or cedar logs and so on. In fact, we were recently nominated the #1 natural building project in the UK by Sustain magazine. So it's a lovely little place. People always kind of go away feeling kind of better in some way, you know, healed or inspired or something like that. So that's what Cae Mabon is. Over the next 2 weeks I'm going to be walking south from here over Snowdon, visiting Dinas Emrys and over the Rhiniogs and Cadaridris and down to Machynlleth. And from there I'll be cycling over through mid-Wales to Hay-on-Wye. So that's the first couple of weeks. And we're going to have a gap, and then the second 2 weeks will be cycling across the Brecons and into southwest Wales and up the west coast. And on the way I'm going to be stopping in different places and performing this show that I've been working on over the last couple of years, which is called What the Bees Know. I'm a storyteller and musician, but I'm also very concerned about the state of the planet, basically, and what's going on here, climate change, the resources running out and so on. And I wanted to use my storytelling and musical kind of experience, if you like, to try and find a way of kind of getting across the message, but you know, without hitting people over the head, you know, by touching them and moving them through the songs and stories that I'm doing. But I've called it What the Bees Know because I wanted to thread the whole thing around the story of the bee. The bee has been regarded as a divine gift to humanity since antiquity. Its gifts are numerous. You know, it brings sweetness through honey, light through beeswax. Some of its products are medicinal, like royal jelly and propolis, and of course it also pollinates up to nearly half of all the plants that we use. So it's a tremendous little creature, the bee, and yet now it's endangered. It's been leaving hives on a massive scale and not returning. And it started in America, it's happening in Britain now too. And it's not a simple kind of question as to why this is happening. It could be to do with parasites, it's viruses, but it's also to do with response to pesticides and the fact that their habitat is dying out, and a number of other things too. So in a way you could say that the story of the bee is a kind of metaphor for what we're doing to the planet. So that's why I've threaded it around that story.
So what, at the end of the day, what do you hope to achieve?
Well, I'm hoping that it's a couple of things really. One is just the experience of travelling around Wales like this and getting to know it and getting to love it more than I do already. But also with the show, I'm hoping that you know, people will be somehow kind of inspired or moved or touched, you know, to perhaps think about their lives and what sort of changes they might make. I mean, you know, it's our consumerist-driven lifestyle that's having this really damaging effect on the planet. If we go on the way we're going, people say that by the year 2050 that we will have used everything up, you know, the oil, many of the resources, and so we've really got to look at how we change and recognize that actually this isn't really making us happy, this, you know, more and more possessions, and what does make us happy is actually things like friendship and connection with nature and the opportunity to be creative and those kind of things. So that's what I'm trying to get through with the show.
Great stuff. Well, can I wish you the very best of luck?
Thank you very much.
And I'm just glad it's you and not me. Thank you.
Thank you.